Welcome to Therapy Thursday with Ty Gregg and Pastor Paul Watson. Get ready to be therapized on 92.3 The Moose.
We got Pastor Paul Watson here with us, and Pastor Paul, as we enter the new year, a lot of times we sit and we reflect on ourselves, and we talk about relationships down here, and this is the whole purpose of what this segment is. Can it be good for our relationships when we turn and look into ourselves? Is really, I guess, really the question. Because, because we always talk about others.
Yeah.
But is it okay to look at ourselves?
Well, that's super fascinating. Super fascinating. And I think that January is a really good time to think about that. I think it's always a good time to think about that. But in January, lots of people set goals or whatever resolutions, whatever you call them. But I think there's this thing that happens, and it's interesting that we can not be good at relationships and not make the connection that we're not good at ourselves. Isn't that fascinating? Mm-hmm. That we think we should just naturally be good at relationships, but we don't pay any attention to how we manage ourselves in our own relationship. There's a passage out of Matthew. As you say this, there's this passage that's coming to mind, and it says, "Why do you look at the sawdust in your neighbor's eye when you have a log in yours?" You know what I'm saying? This is the old saying, and it's super famous, and whether you go to church or don't go to church, you've probably heard it someplace. And Jesus is literally just saying, you're paying attention to the little things in other people's lives, and you're ignoring the big thing in your life, right?
Yeah.
And so there's this thing that I think that the New Year's a really good time to pay attention to your own life. Like I think there's off the top of my head, I think there's 4 or 5 things that I think are super important in a relationship with yourself. That's one, be honest, like an honest person, right? If I can't be an honest person, if I can't be a person of integrity, I'm definitely not going to be integrous in a relationship. If I can't be honest with myself, if I can't be a person who's super important on my integrity, then I'm going to lie, I'm going to stretch the truth, I'm going to deceive people in my relationships. And so turn around and going, okay, so am I honest? Am I truthful? Am I a person who tells the truth, or do I stretch the truth so I stay out of trouble? Do I stretch the truth so I make you feel better? Do I stretch the truth so you like me? So am I honest? Am I truthful? Am I faithful? I'll tell you what, here's one of the things that I think concerns me the most about young relationships these days. In the past, our society really taught the value of being a faithful friend. We have, in my estimation, we've lost that to a degree, where people aren't really as concerned about others as they are concerned about themselves. And so anytime relationships get a little squabbly or get a little hard, they exit, or they just didn't learn the faithfulness of friendship. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
so I think there's this space in our society that we need to pay attention to. That, am I honest? Am I truthful? Am I faithful? Am I kind? Am I encouraging? And so these are just really good attributes to look at this time of the year and go, okay, so what do I want my relationships to be? And your relationships will never be something that you aren't.
Okay, so if you're an unfaithful person in your heart, it's hard to have a faithful relationship.
And if you're an unkind person with your words, it's hard to have a kind relationship. And if you're not a truthful person, then your relationships are always going to tend towards deception. And so then you come into March or April or June, and you're like, man, I don't know what's going on in my relationships. And it's because I would say maybe you haven't done the hard work of looking at how you handle yourselves in your own value system.
Well, I hope you look inside, Greg, for the way you treat me.
Wow. So like an intervention.
So we're going to work. So you look inside, Greg, and you work on kindness.
Yes, I'm going to work.
Yeah. All right. So what's going on downtown?
Oh, things are going great downtown, and we're getting ready. We start off this. We call it our winter lineup. We have marriage classes, and we usually have a financial class. We don't have one of those right now. We have marriage classes, and we have things for kids, and we have some Bible classes. I'm getting ready to start a series out of the book of Revelation that's going to start not this week, but it'll start next week on January 16th. I've never done that. I think it's a real important conversation right now. And so anyway, we got a lot of really good things going on downtown. If you're looking for a good church, we're the Downtown Vineyard Church. We're located right across the street from the library on 4th and Grand. You can call us at 242-0813, or you can find us at dtvchurch.org.
There you go.
All right. It's always good to check in with you.
It's always fun to be here, and what we do online is, on the air is fun, and what we do off the air is even more fun.
Oh, if there only was a camera in there.